What's good, people? It's your boy Twale back at it again to give you a live reaction to Kingdom, chapter 555, entitled Piecemeal Targeting. Alright, it seems we're starting off with Kanki's group. Finally, get some Kanki action. And it seems like everybody's dipping. It appears that today the Zhao forces finally ceased their attack, and in all four directions no less. They are content to simply surround us and wait in silence, which pretty much confirms our suspicions that Gyou's food stores will outlast that of ours, and by a sizable margin too. Line up properly, there's not much, but everyone will get a share. Thank you so much. Cough, line up. I heard from the soldiers that just in a few more days, Quinn will lose. We just need to hang on a tiny bit more. Thank you. I'm still hungry. Bear with it for now. What's that? Wait, that's mine. You there, stop that. Now, I'm not right, Osan, but has there been any communications from the Osan army, Osan or Yotawa armies? You think we'd get any? Even if they sent any out, the messengers would get killed on the way. Shrill. Happened to Heki's niggas. Which means that the only future that would allow survival of our Kanki army requires either army to triumph over their opponent, then somehow acquire a huge amount of food to bring to us. Nothing else. Sip. Maran gets kind of tight. Boss, would you promise me one thing? The very moment that we only have a single days of rations remaining, we lift the siege on Gyou and begin to immediately withdraw. Fu. Sure. If we really do reach that point, that is. Yo, Kanki is just chilling. Like, he don't seem to really be worried about running out of food or nothing like that. Like, is that his trust in Osen, or is that just him, like, trusting in himself to come out with a plan? Like, nah, whatever. Let's just get going. The Shukai Plains. My man Teeth out here yelling. And then he's not yelling. That didn't do shit. Even when I taunt them, those assholes still won't attack. That was a taunt. Quit wasting your energy, B-Hay. We're already hungry enough as it is. Damn it, ain't there a frog around here somewhere? In your dreams, we eat everything already. It's no use. The enemy's completely switched to a battle of who has more food since yesterday. If Zhao's huge army has decided to focus on defending, then they're not going to buckle unless we put some serious thought into our strategy. Oi, don't just go and try to take charge. The fuck? You call that trying to take charge? General Akou. Seeing as how Moten's left wing is barely maintaining their stalemate, it falls to the right wing to defeat our opponents. If we are to have any hope at winning this battle, adding on to that, we also need to take into account the fact that we only have enough food for 4 or 5 days. Okay, says the guy who's now trying to act in charge. Roughly speaking, our right wing needs to smash through our opponents within the next 3 days, then combine with our center army to move against Zhao's center, then engage and defeat Riboku in just 1 day of fighting, before using our final day to head towards Gyou and regroup with the Kanki army. Hang on. Even if everything goes to plan like you said, won't we still run out of food? Once Riboku is out of the picture, we'll have some options at least. We can procure some on the way back to Gyou, such as from various villages or smaller cities. What? You're planning on pillaging those settlements for food? Surely even you realize that this isn't the time to be holding on to a moral high ground. Ouhon, you Shin, will only be taking their food, nothing else, and we'll make sure to split it all up properly. We'll keep we'll keep records of the amount to and promise to pay them back later. And if they refuse to share with us, then we kill them, bro. It's just that simple. That's enough. Akou Army Deputy Gunen or Guni, I'm gonna call him Goonie. That is a matter for Commander Osen Sama to consider. The matter we need to be concerned about is how to slaughter our enemies, Guni Sama. Back to the question at hand. How do you intend to shatter Zhao's left wing in merely 3 days, young lord? All eyes on you, boy. To defeat them one single move would be impossible. The reason being that Zhao's left wing does not have one commander that stands head and shoulders above the rest, one whose death would lead directly to victory. But there's no commander, as in they're all equal. Gakue, trash. Chogaryu, decent. Gyou, my nigga, but his personality is just ugh. And then Banaji, that nigga just talk too much shit. He's cool though. He just talks too much shit. The lack of hierarchy amongst them means taking any one of them out would not lead to a total collapse of the Zhao forces. But that lack of hierarchy can also be exploited as a weakness. The fact that there is no one person to oversee all four of them at the same time means that means that it's easy to take them out piecemeal one at a time. I gotta Google what that actually means. Akko and Goonie know what it means. Shin is confused slightly. Piecemeal, then that means we will need to take out one of their armies today. Right. Then one more army on the second day, and then the remaining two on the third day. Then our top priority is the removal of one of their armies today. Okay. Who they going after? Do you have a target in mind? The one who can be seen to be the weakest out of the four armies. Gakue. Yep, trash bucket. Trash bucket all the way around. Very well then. Today we shall entrust Gakue to you, to the Goku, Ho, and the Haishin units. Just one is enough. No. Shit, both of them said it. Just one is enough. No. We cannot afford failure on your part. The two of you shall strike Gakue together today, and he must die. Those are my orders as the commander of the right wing. Him and him and Ouhon having that stare down. Okay. As you command, Ouhon of the Gakuho shall do his part. Okay. But there is still the other three armies to worry about. There's no way they'll hold still once we start our attack. Naturally, we will handle the other three. Oh, this nigga's gonna die. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, yo, R.I.P. to Akko. The Akko army still has strength to spare. To hold them down would be an easy enough task. The two of you need not worry about your backs. Focus everything on Gakue. Keep in mind that your target is not only Gakue, but you must take out his entire army. You must take his entire army out of the game too. Go now. Okay. Banyo. Goonie-sama. The young master has grown into a man far exceeding my imagination, and it's all thanks to your efforts, Banyu. What are you saying I didn't do? I, along with many others, have always felt remorseful over the burden that you alone had to bear. But truly, I am glad that it was you of all people, for that is what allowed the young master to grow to such an outstanding man, Goonie-sama. Goonie-sama. I had always thought myself unworthy. Haha. I'm impressed you can cry at a time like this. But there is no doubt in my heart that the young master is a treasure of the old family. I'm counting on you to keep supporting him, Banyu. Yes, sir. Even if it costs me this life. Fufu. Now then. It's do or die starting from today. Good luck to you, Banyu. Thank you, sir, and good luck to you as well. And so, and so, the Gakuho and Haishin units were set off on today. This plan to take Gakue's head, but unbeknownst to them, this would prove to backfire spectacularly against the Quinn forces. Yippee! Here we come with some Riboku drama, I swear to mother. He's about to come through and kill Akou like he did Mako. Watch. Watch. It's gonna happen. But see, this is the funny thing, because they said this about the Quinn forces when Heki got his food burned, and he's still trash for that, don't get me wrong. And then they said the same thing when Kisui committed all of his, like the majority of his forces to attack in Moten to go get um Bate out of trouble, and they said that him, you know what I'm saying, maneuvering like that would have spectacularly backfired when Mako came through. But Mako ended up dying, and Kisui ended up living, and now it's a stalemate between them. So, and you know what I'm saying. So it's gonna if it's gonna backfire spectacularly against Quinn's forces, I can see Akou dying just because he's cocky enough to think he can hold down the three armies by himself. I can definitely see him dying. But would that be enough to really, like, okay, yeah, it might hurt, but depending on how many men he loses. Because I'm pretty sure that if he dies, his men will then back up Ouhon, and Ouhon will be the overall commander. So let's just see what happens. And the reason for that would be, you called for me, Riboku-sama. What the fuck did I say? What did I say? Some Riboku drama. What is he about to do? You have my apologies, Banaji, for calling you away from your men. No, it's no issue, seeing as there's nothing much going on anyway. You've come this far already, so you might as well come to the HQ. It's only a bit further. Riboku-sama doesn't have time to waste on that. And what are you implying by that, Kane? It would seem that your condition remains normal, Banaji. I. I fight and I fight, but compared to the rage that I felt while battling the Zhongnir, I love that fucking name, Zhongnir, in the north, and you call yourself the demon of Gaimon? What kind of man lets his mood control his condition? This is a war we're in the middle of. Okay, so what? He's been holding back because he's not fighting mountain tribes. Is that what it is? Like, is that what's going on? The reason is exactly because it is a war, but I suppose it's too much for a little lass like you to understand. The hell did you say? I suppose the fact that you've remained like this would mean the left wing still stands in a position of strength. Ha ha ha. Yes, although we have lost a fair number of good men. So what has brought you here, Riboku-sama? There is something I've noticed after observing this battlefield for the last few days, and it is my belief that Quinn shall make a move today. Hence my rushing over here to share knowledge with you. And what would that be? The Akou army's weakness. Yeah, cool, okay, fine, no problem. If it's just Akou and like a few thousand of his men, fine. He can die, and like I said, they'll fall under Ouhon, and we'll eat those losses, and then Shin, Ouhon, Kyokai, and Ten will go wreck shit. Not a problem. But if his whole army gets wiped out, boy, boy, I'm gonna be so pissed. But yeah, I think that's the chapter. Oh man, shit. Before I go really quick, I want to give a quick shout out to my boy Live via Satellite. Um, Thanks for the support and love, man. It's very appreciated. Like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day, people.